everybody. This is Claire Blake and Haele Jordan with your new news. Today, we'll be talking about something we all love to eat, cake. Today's segment is all about cake, focusing particularly on brownies and cupcakes. Isn't that right, Haele?
Yes, cake is something everyone enjoys. My favorite are brownies. In fact, I did some research on the chemical reactions in brownies to see the action.
To make my brownies, I have to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. As the oven is heating, you should grease an 8-inch square pan. Next, in a large saucepan, melt 1/2 a cup of butter, or an entire stick of butter. Once you remove the heat, stir in eggs and 1 teaspoon of vanilla in a large bowl. In another bowl, mix together the sugar, the cocoa, the cup of flour, salt, and baking powder. Once the dry goods have been mixed in carefully, pour in to the pan with the liquids and mix together. It should now be a batter. Make sure that you mix it so there are no more clumps of flour, but be careful not to overmix it. Once the oven has already been heated and is ready for action, put the brownies in and then set a timer for 25 to 30 minutes. To make the frosting, combine 3 tablespoons of softened butter, 3 tablespoons of cocoa, honey, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of confectioner's or powdered sugar. You must stir it until it's smooth. When you go to frost the brownies, do not frost them directly when they come out of the oven, but wait until they have cooled down so the frosting doesn't melt and it is easier to put on the brownies.
That just sounds wonderful. Along with you, I made some cupcakes. I got the recipe from Hershey's and made perfectly chocolatey cupcakes.
First, turn on the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then, start on the cake batter, and that first step is to combine all of the dry ingredients together. The first ingredient I used was 2 cups of sugar. Along with providing sweetness, the sugar also helps to keep the cake from going stale. The next ingredient is 1 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. The flour is used for its proteins that bond the cake together and form gluten, which provides the structure for the cupcakes. Next is 1 1/2 teaspoons baking powder. The baking powder is used to help the cupcakes rise. There are air bubbles that get caught in the structure of the batter. These bubbles are released by the baking powder. If there's too much baking powder used, then the cupcakes can sink in the middle. The 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda is used for the same purpose of the baking powder. Finally, 1 teaspoon salt is used to help make the cakes taste sweet, as a contrast in flavors. Once I got these ingredients mixed well, I combined all of the wet ingredients. First ingredient is 1 cup milk, which keeps the cake moist. The next is eggs. The eggs are the bonding material throughout the ingredients. The ingredient is 1/2 cup vegetable oil. This is the most important for keeping the cake fresh because it keeps starches from crystallizing. Teaspoons vanilla extract is the next ingredient, and this is used as a flavoring in contrast with the salt. Finally is the 1 cup boiling water. The water itself helps with the moisture, but since the water is boiling, it also keeps the cake light by adding in more air into the mixture. This air forms bubbles and is caught by the structures made from the gluten in the flour. Once these ingredients are combined, I slowly add the dry ingredients into the mixture. Then, I scoop them into the paper liners and put them in the oven. Next is to make the frosting. The frosting is just a combination of powdered sugar, cocoa, milk, butter, and vanilla. These ingredients combine and make the frosting creamy and rich. And here's the final product.
Well, isn't that just something? What do you think are the major differences between cupcakes and brownies, Claire?
Well, in cupcakes, the density is on average of 785 kilograms per meters cubed, whereas the brownies have an average density of 475. The density of the cakes depends on the ingredients and how much air is released during the baking process. The baking soda and baking powder, along with the eggs, determine the consistency of the cake. But what actually happens to the molecules in the cakes?
Well, the basics are that there is a chemical equation and reaction that occurs when the batter is being heated. The molecules all move faster. The proteins in the flour collide and form structures that help the cakes hold their shape. If the baking time is too quick, then the cakes will sink. And if the baking time is too long, the cakes will burn. This is because there's too much heat on one spot, and a concentrated energy will burn the delicate outsides of the cakes. What about the specific ingredients in the cake, Claire?
Well, when you take ingredients out, the cakes could turn out very differently. As explained earlier, the ingredients of the cakes each have a specific purpose. If eggs are removed, then the batter would not stick, and if the ingredients don't stick together, then you will have batter soup instead of cake. Similarly, the flour in the cake helps to form the structure. The proteins in the flour, when baked, form structures in which the cakes can hold their positions. This also helps with the consistency of the cakes.
There you have it, folks, the chemical process between brownies and cake. After the break, we will talk about a special dog who saved their owner from a well, and a father whose relentless pursuit to find his kidnapped child.
Thank you for watching. This has been Claire Blake
And Haele Jordan.
Have a great rest of your day.